right, one of those big Valentine's Day items. There it is. Lobster. We have lobster in our studio. How else can you have surf and turf, right? But the fisheries that put that very pricey piece of fish on your plate are feeling a little overcooked by the tariffs from the president. So we have that with Travis and Justin Madera. Travis and Justin are in the studio. They're the co-founders and CEOs of Lobsterboys. Welcome to you both. Brought your own lobster. Sometimes I say, well, no props, but a lobster. Hey, Rashad, come on. And we have like sitting in an aquarium talking about this. It is kind of just in a serious conversation. I actually want to start with the tariffs because that's the first thing I say. Well, these guys in the lobster business, I want to see how it's affecting them. So take us through it. What's the economics of the lobster business right now?
Yeah, let me set the table for you, Connell. So the live lobster trade is comprised really of three major players. Most industries follow the same similar metrics. Right. You got China, you got the U.S., and you got Europe. Mm-hmm. Back in 2024, we had the former Prime Minister of Canada create a bad environment for tariffs with China. He put 100% tariffs on the electric vehicles coming in. China responded. They put 100% tariffs on the canola oil going out.
So just to be clear, this is Canada and China. We're not talking about the United States right now.
Correct.
Go ahead.
But how this affects the U.S. is, so the lobsters have always been coming down through the U.S. to use their logistics to go out over all the world. From Canada? From the U.S. So okay. Come across the border. So got it. Going back to the tariffs from China were put on the Canadian lobsters, 25% after who some in the business world call the idiot king, Prime Minister Trudeau, who we agree with, made some bad decisions, I believe. And now they have Mark Carney, who went in and created a deal starting March 1st. They're supposed to have a no tariffs on lobsters. So right. That'll shift all the logistics back to Canada because for the past 9 months now, we've been out of the U.S. having a huge advantage shipping lobster to China. It's kind of oddly fascinating to me in some ways, Travis, because we spend so much of our energy when we're talking about tariffs just focusing on what President Trump is saying to a certain country or how he's reacting, say, to what Canada did vis-a-vis China, or you don't want to get in bed with China and this type of stuff. But when I hear your business now and how it all relates, I say, okay, that actually was important. Canada and China, we're talking. Pick up on some of it. What's business like right now?
Business is actually really good for Lobsterboys because Lobsterboys is unique in a sense where we have the Canadian side where we buy from all the fishermen directly. Right. We actually have a USA plant where we buy from fishermen directly.
So you buy it in Canada and bring it here to distribute?
Correct. We buy from some fishermen in the US as well, but mostly buying straight from the Canadian fishermen. That is the Lobsterboys model. When you buy
Why is that? Because
you don't know where the lobster's coming from. Lobsters can be held, they're different qualities, there's seasonality, as we were discussing before the show. Right. You know, there's seasonality to lobsters. Lobsterboys is the leader of buying in-season only lobsters out of Canada because there is a summer fishery in the U.S., which is promoted.
So then how does Trump, when he announces tariffs, affect all you guys? Now, I've only kind of dug into the China-Canada relationship, which I said is interesting. What about when Trump is putting tariffs on? What impact has that had?
Yeah, so he already announced that if this deal was to go into effect on March 1st, that he's going to he threatened to put 100% tariffs on Canada, all goods. Right. So if that was to happen,
that's all the lobster you're bringing in?
Basically, all the lobster companies in the USA would suffer greatly because now they can't import lobsters because the price is just out of control.
And we don't have enough lobster.
The USA lobster fishery is primarily a summer fishery. We support the USA fishery right now because the time of the year, as Travis was alluding to, is they have good quality hard-shell lobsters right now, but in the summertime, this goes down to regulatory environment. We really need to re-regulate the USA fishery. We're Americans, and we want to be proud Americans and support our fishery, but the regulations are pretty much all predicated towards getting a summer soft-shell lobster.
So how do you prepare then, Travis, for that? Do you assume or hope that the president doesn't go through, that it's just a threat, or do you have to prepare your business in some way?
So we're already preparing for the tariffs to be put on. As far as the USA and Canada, but
you're hedging in some way, or?
Yeah, because remember, like I said, we have both sides of the equation, which we're unique in that way. Most people either have a Canadian company and a U.S. company, but Lobsterboys is different in that way, where we can access both countries. But we are prepared because, like he alluded to, the tariffs are switching back to the Canadian advantage as of right now.
Let me just clear that up. So most companies only have one side of the equation. They only have a USA company or a Canadian company.
You have both.
We have both.
You have
so
both.
When the tariffs get put on, we just shift all of our shipping out of Canada. Most companies are in the USA.
They'll get hurt.
Stuck.
They'll get hurt more because, to your point, they're stuck. There's a lot of noise behind me. I'm not going to get attacked by a lobster. I'm distracted. There they are throughout the whole interview. Listen, we've talked so much about tariffs and stuff. It's just kind of interesting to put a face on it. I was going to say that looks good, right? There's a Valentine's Day coming up tomorrow. Travis and Justin Madera, Lobsterboys. Thanks. Nice meeting both of you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Good discussion. Now we're going to get back to some of the news happening. For example, Capitol Hill today. Big names are